Hello, fellow numismatists. This is Russell Dowdy. Once again, I'm going to do a short video, hopefully at least. The last one was 20 minutes, and that one was shorter than the previous. So I want to take you through my website, show you what I have, how it works, and some other really cool things. Okay, I want to show you some parts of my book later on in the video, and also introduce you to CoinZip if you haven't been there. I'm going to be having a dedicated host over there with Alan, who is the founder of CoinZip. He's been very generous to me, as you can see here in this post. So anyway, without further ado, what we have here is my website, the Flying Eagle and Indian Head Cents. Okay, these are early small pennies. We can debate the word penny all you want, but it is used. Google it. It's the most used term for the cent among common people. So let's get away from nuances and just love what we love, right? So here's my website. I'm excited to show you this once again. It's changed a little bit. This is why I'm doing another video. So let's get straight to the point. This is my website. There is a forum. I have a web page for top die varieties, and then what I call match sets. These are sets that you can accumulate within the die varieties. For example, you could collect all the repunch dates. There are a lot of repunch dates, so that's kind of crazy. But you could, for instance, collect all of the off-centered clashes. Ooh, that would be a nice set, although very short. So anyway, I have those listed here. I have research, which goes into the many books that you can read throughout the decades that have been published on the Flying Eagle and Indian Head Cents. And I also go into what is a die variety anyway. This is kind of a loose term that we all use. And I even discuss a little bit about cuds and are cuds die varieties. You know, that's kind of a debate in itself. And then, of course, the fakes. Now, this is a new side of the website and database that I'm building to look at fakes that are being produced so that we can identify them, because the fakes are so good these days that it's kind of scary. And unless you have a microscope or you're really good with your loupe, you may not pick these out. So it's good to let everyone know what fakes are circulating. So the advantage of my website is that I have almost 4,000 pictures on my website of many varieties, not all of them, but certainly hundreds and hundreds of them. There are roughly 1,300 die varieties in my database, which are more than in any other database. It includes Rick Snow, Marvin Margolis and their cuds. It includes Kevin Flynn. It includes a lot of other researchers, such as David Poliquin, which I can show you his website. This is David Poliquin's website, Indian Cent Varieties. You can look through here. He lists varieties. You see it's very up to date. He put some on here just 2 days ago. And many of these are cuds and some new repunch dates, and generally minor, but you know, they do exist and they do need to be listed, and I give great applause, and I have great admiration for David Poliquin for doing what he is doing here. Okay, he's very admired and liked by the community for all the effort he's been putting into our most beloved series. And you can go into his table of contents and you can look at his die varieties he's listed here. But I've gone a great step further in my website, and we do work together, David and I do, and he's been so generous to let me list his pictures and his varieties here on my own website. And I'm going to scroll down here on the main page to show you some of these. So when I update my website, this is where the varieties will first appear. You'll see if you scroll your mouse over, pictures change. I have labeled them in this manner. These are Flynn numbers. You can learn more about that if you want to look here at the numbering system that I have here at the top of the page. Anyhow, but the real power comes in with the search function. So let's demonstrate that. I already have 1870 punched in here. I'm going to hit enter. So what happens? Oh, there's a great wall of text, but you scroll down from there and you see that all the known dye varieties to mankind are listed here for you to view. There's another 4 pages of these, and again, you can scroll over. I've tried to highlight the most obvious pictures for each dye variety, and if they are missing one, I have the placeholder image that begs you to please send me an image if you have one, so we can share with everyone. Here from the simple interface, you can see that we have the cross references listed, the design type, the composition, because 1862, 63, we had different composition type, which is discussed further on in the website. So I made sure to list that, and also the strike type, whether it was a circulation or proof. Some of the proofs are listed right now, but not all of them, so that is an improvement I will be making to the database. But nonetheless, let's just select this one. Hey, this is a hot variety, right? Okay. The reason why there are so many snow numbers listed for this is because there's so many dye marriages. This dye has been married many times. But what I do in my database is I just list, if it's a dye variety, I list that side of that dye, right? I don't list the coin itself. I don't list the marriage. I list the dye and the other dye it's been met with, as you can see here. Okay, so what I want to demonstrate here is you can click on the picture and you can scroll through. Very nice, right? But we also have this option. Oh, I have to fix that, sorry. There's a sticky header in my coding, but you can enlarge that image. Just click up here on the upper left. You can enlarge it, get a nice look. Some of these images have come from other sources, and I've done my best to make them as large as possible for you so you can see other dye markers that might appear on the coin that are not listed. No professional will ever see every dye marker or every nuance, and date position is especially important. That's why I have the date in specific here for you to view. You can just look at the denticles up to the date here. You can use this denticle and look at the 1 digit or any of these digits, as I often do. Sometimes just looking at 1 digit isn't definitive enough, but I'd like to point out here you see some extra outlines, or what people like to call Longacre doubling. You see that here under Liberty's portrait, some extra outlines. So those types of things can help you attribute your coin without you having to go through the extra time of emailing someone, or the extra expense of sending them money and sending them your coin, which is a lot of risk. I do attributions, and I absolutely love to look at your coins, but a part of me feels that if I'm looking at your coins, I'm also kind of failing in a way, because I'm not giving you the resources you need to make your own judgment, right? I'm not in this to make money off of attributions. That's absolutely the opposite case. I'm in this to spread the knowledge and joy and love that we have for our hobby. Okay, so I searched for 1870. I want to show you another way to use this system. So I searched for 1870. Now I can search by snow number. Okay, 1870 S1. Now we have two types of 1870s. Obviously. And here they appear. Here's a couple 1870s. If there's an S number, it'll appear in the result. Or you could do, for instance, let's say you want to look at all the off-centered clashes. Let's just take a look at all the off-centered clashes. Isn't this just great? Let's just punch that in there. Wow, here they all are. We're no longer looking at a book, at a page. We're no longer pulling something off the shelf. We can click on any of these we want. Wow, we can look at a great image. Click on that image. We can expand that image and really get into some analysis. There might be some attributes in any of these that you see that no one has before. And that's what's so great, is that we can gather knowledge from other people. And we are all experts in this field, if you ask me. And here you go. Here is the a verse of the 1880. And this is a very special variety, by the way, because it has a double die on the verse and reverse, and it's late in the series. So it kind of makes you wonder what was going on and how in the world were these two dies paired together, right? It's another mystery. And what's so fun about numismatics is some of these mysteries will never be solved, but we'll always be chasing them. So you can click here at the bottom and see some additional videos. Okay, so I'm up on 12 minutes already, and I said this video would be shorter, but I'm having so much fun showing you the website. Now we do have a forum here on the left hand side. You can see some of the recent topics that have been listed. It's not so active. Most of these are for me. All of them listed here are for me. Unfortunately, maybe you'll get on here and say hello. But you can look at the different types of die varieties. Like I said earlier, you can get into what is a die variety. I have all the classes of double dies, for instance, listed here. Definitions. I have examples of what they are. But I've said many of these things before, so let's go over here. Let's look at this PDF. So I'll give you a quick glimpse of some of the pages that are actually going to be in my book. This is very neat. This is chapter 4, how dies are made. I wanted to show you the table of contents, but I thought that might be too revealing. But I have some pictures here. I really love this woman feeding what looks like Morgan dollar planchets into the press, and the buckets down here, the cart. It's very neat. Here's a guy punching planchets out of strips. Here's a blank planchet that has yet to be struck, obviously for cent. This is a large cent. I show you exactly the die making process from intaglio to the finished product, and here are a few pages of select die varieties and how the pages will be laid out. So enough of that, enough of the secrets. I did want to show you lastly, CoinZip is going to be hosting my site on a dedicated server so that you get all of these wonderful images and all of this wonderful information very quickly. This is CoinZip. Sorry, my image is still loading. It appears, but you can come in here and look at coin shows, coin dealers, auctions, coin clubs. This is such a fantastic resource. Okay, in Oklahoma, right? there are not very many people in Oklahoma, but there are a lot of coin collectors. You'd be surprised. We'll just click on Oklahoma coin shows. Look at all these coin shows that are listed just for Oklahoma. You can pick any state in here. Coin shows. Look at all these coin shows. You got to come in here and check it out. Coin dealers the same way. The same way. Look at all these coin dealers. It's just these lists, their phone numbers. You know, they're and Alan is updating the site every day, and he's working very hard on this. And they just redid their entire layout, so you can really get in here and lie down on what they know. But they also have the coin clubs. So you come in here, look at your coin clubs, refer someone to come join our community. So this is very neat. Alan, I have to give you props. You're working very hard on this, as we all are, on these very beautiful things. So please come back and check my website. By the way, I'm a PhD student. I'm at the University of Oklahoma. I study remote sensing. I'm in plant biology and microbiology. So I'm very busy. I gave 5 presentations in the last 7 days, and right now it's 2 o'clock in the morning. So that gives you an idea of all the work I've done, the passion I have, all the people I meet, and the knowledge I love to absorb and to regurgitate for others for very great fun conversation. So I have to thank, lastly, the Central States Numismatic Association. They gave me a scholarship to publish my book that I mentioned earlier, which will be coming out here in a couple of months. I have to thank the ANA, the American Numismatic Association. They're very brilliant. I really loved summer seminar last year. If you've never been to a summer seminar, you must go. If you're not a member, you must join. And my local coin club actually gave me a scholarship to apply and to attend the ANA summer seminar last year. So don't sell your local coin club short. Go participate, have a lot of fun, share your knowledge, gain the knowledge that they have, because it's far more than what you could ever collect. And I just have to say I'm so excited and lucky to be involved in such a vibrant and loving community as the numismatic community. So if you listen to the end of this, I have to say thank you very much.